As the sun began its gradual descent towards the horizon, casting long, dramatic shadows across the savanna and painting the sky with hues of fiery orange, soft pink, and warm gold, the day started to transition into a tranquil evening, signaling the end of another day filled with exploration and play for the young elephant calves. The day had been filled with the vibrant energy of the savanna under the warm African sun, and the little elephant calves had enthusiastically embraced every moment, their playful antics centered around the refreshing embrace of the nearby watering hole, its cool waters offering a welcome respite from the heat of the day. They had frolicked in the shallows, their sturdy legs splashing and sending glittering droplets of water into the air, creating miniature rainbows that danced momentarily before dissipating into the warm breeze. They had playfully nudged each other with their small trunks, engaging in mock battles that echoed with their joyful squeals, their innocent laughter carried on the gentle wind, and they had discovered the simple pleasure of spraying water onto their own backs, their wrinkled skin absorbing the moisture with a sigh of contentment, each spray creating a temporary cooling sensation against the warmth of the day. Their playful explorations extended beyond the water itself, as they waddled along the muddy banks, their small footprints leaving temporary indentations in the soft earth, their curious trunks investigating every interesting smell and texture they encountered, from smooth pebbles to the feathery tips of tall reeds that grew along the water's edge. They had even attempted to engage with the busy little birds that flitted around the watering hole, their clumsy attempts at pursuit resulting in bursts of laughter and fluttering wings as the birds easily evaded their playful charges, their light-hearted chase adding a touch of whimsicality to the vibrant scene. However, as the celestial orb of the sun commenced its slow and majestic journey below the distant acacia trees, its light gradually fading and giving way to the soft glow of twilight, a subtle shift occurred in the atmosphere of the savanna, a gentle cue that signaled the approaching end of the day's adventures and the beckoning call of home. The warm, golden hues that had bathed the landscape began to deepen into richer shades of amber and rose, casting long, elongated shadows that stretched across the savanna like delicate fingers, and the air, once filled with the energetic sounds of daytime activity, gradually softened, carrying with it a sense of peaceful anticipation. The little elephant calves, their boundless energy slowly ebbing as the day's excitement began to wane, started to feel a gentle tug of weariness in their small legs and a subtle prompting for the comforting presence of their family. A soft, almost imperceptible breeze rustled through the tall grasses, their slender stalks swaying rhythmically like dancers performing a silent ballet, and this gentle whisper of nature seemed to carry with it an unspoken invitation to return to the safety and warmth of their home. It was at this tender juncture, as the savanna prepared for its nocturnal slumber, that the familiar and reassuring calls of their parents echoed through the tranquil air, the deep, rumbling sounds carrying a message of love and homecoming that resonated deeply within the young calves. Mama Elephant's call was a low, melodic trumpet, a sound filled with a gentle authority that guided her offspring, while Papa Elephant's deeper rumble provided a comforting sense of security, his presence a steadfast anchor for the entire family. Adding to this gentle summons was the soft, affectionate nudge of Grandmother Elephant's trunk against their backs. A tactile communication of her love and a gentle reminder that it was time to return to the cozy embrace of their clearing. Responding to these loving cues, the two little elephant calves turned their small bodies away from the now quiet watering hole and began their leisurely trek back towards their home, their small legs lumbering with a newfound sense of purpose, their earlier playful exuberance now tempered by a sense of contentment and the anticipation of reuniting with their entire family. Their journey back was a gentle stroll through the tall grasses, their movements creating soft rustling sounds as they navigated the familiar path, the setting sun casting their silhouettes in long, stretched forms before them, each step bringing them closer to the comforting haven of their rocky clearing. Upon their arrival back at the cozy clearing nestled beside the smooth, ancient rocks, the little elephant calves were greeted by a scene of quiet preparation, a comforting tableau of domesticity unfolding under the soft light of the fading day. Their familiar home, the smooth rocks standing as silent guardians, exuded an aura of peace and tranquility, a welcome contrast to the energetic activity of their afternoon adventures. The air in the clearing carried the gentle, enticing aroma of freshly gathered leaves and the sweet fragrance of ripe fruits, scents that promised a satisfying end to their day of play. The mama elephant and the grandmother elephant had been diligently engaged in the task of gathering the evening meal, their large, dexterous trunks working in harmonious coordination to collect a bountiful assortment of the savanna's natural delicacies. Mama Elephant, with her greater reach, had used her trunk to carefully pluck tender leaves from the lower branches of nearby trees, selecting the most succulent and nutritious options for her family, her movements precise and efficient, honed by years of experience. Grandmother elephant, with her intimate knowledge of the surrounding vegetation, had focused on gathering fallen fruits that lay scattered beneath the trees, her trunk gently probing the ground to locate the ripest and most flavorful offerings, her movements deliberate and thoughtful, ensuring that nothing was overlooked. The gentle sounds of their activity filled the air, the soft tearing of leaves, the gentle thud of fallen fruit against the earth, and the low, contented rumbles that passed between them, a silent conversation of care and affection. The scene was one of quiet collaboration, a testament to the strong bonds of family and the unspoken understanding that permeated their daily lives. A comforting ritual that signaled the end of the day's exertions and the beginning of a time for rest and togetherness. As the final vestiges of daylight faded and the savannah began its transition into the soft embrace of twilight, the little elephant calves, their hunger now fully awakened by the enticing aromas that permeated the air, gathered around their waiting family, their small bodies positioned expectantly near the piles of freshly gathered food. Their familiar home, now bathed in the soft, ethereal glow of the emerging stars, felt even more welcoming and secure, a sanctuary of peace at the heart of the vast savannah. The mama elephant and the grandmother elephant, having completed their culinary preparations, used their long, versatile trunks to gently nudge the generous piles of leaves and fruits closer to each member of the family, ensuring that everyone had an ample share of the evening's bounty. Their movements were careful and considerate, a reflection of their nurturing instincts and their desire to provide for their young ones. The papa elephant, his large form providing a comforting presence, stood nearby, his gentle eyes watching over his family with a sense of quiet pride and unwavering protection. Adding to the warmth of the scene was the kind gaze of the grandmother elephant, her aged eyes filled with a deep love and affection for her grandchildren, her presence a constant source of comfort and wisdom for the entire family. The atmosphere was one of peaceful anticipation, a shared moment of contentment as the family prepared to partake in their evening meal, the simple act of eating together reinforcing their strong familial bonds. The tempting array of food before them exuded an irresistible allure. The leaves, still fresh and vibrant with the day's energy, offered a crisp and satisfying texture. The fruits, their skins glowing softly in the dim light, promised a burst of sweet and juicy flavor, their natural sugars providing a welcome source of energy. The little elephants, their earlier weariness now momentarily forgotten in the face of such delectable offerings, found their appetites fully engaged, their anticipation growing with each passing moment. However, despite their eagerness to begin their meal, the little elephant calves displayed a remarkable sense of patience, a gentle respect for family tradition instilled in them by their parents. They waited quietly, their small trunks twitching slightly with anticipation, until all 5 members of their beloved family had their portions of food arranged before them, a shared moment of readiness that symbolized their unity and interconnectedness. Their patience extended until the mama elephant and the grandmother elephant, the providers of the meal, had also selected their own portions and begun to partake in the evening's repast, their actions serving as a gentle signal that it was time for everyone to eat. And then, with a collective sense of contentedness, the little elephants began to eat, their small trunks reaching out to grasp the tender leaves and the sweet fruits, their joyful anticipation finally realized in the satisfying act of nourishing their bodies after a long and active day. Oh, how that food tasted good! The leaves, crisp and green, offered a delightful crunch with every bite, their earthy flavor a subtle reminder of the savannah's bounty. The fruits, bursting with natural sweetness, released a juicy explosion of flavor that delighted their taste buds, their refreshing quality a perfect counterpoint to the warmth of the day. They savored each and every mouthful, their small bodies expressing their satisfaction through contented sighs and gentle rumbles of pleasure, the simple act of eating becoming a source of profound contentment and a shared experience that brought the family closer together. In the initial moments of their meal, a comfortable silence enveloped the elephant family. A quietude punctuated only by the gentle sounds of their contented munching, the rhythmic tearing of leaves and the soft squishing of fruit creating a soothing symphony of nourishment. Each member of the family focused on the simple pleasure of satisfying their hunger, their movements deliberate and unhurried, their bodies relaxed in the comforting presence of their loved ones. This shared silence was not one of emptiness, but rather a testament to their deep connection, an unspoken understanding that transcended the need for constant conversation, their mere presence a source of mutual comfort and reassurance. However, as their initial hunger began to subside and a sense of relaxed contentment settled over them, the quietude gradually gave way to the gentle murmur of conversation, the little elephant calves eager to recount the adventures and discoveries of their eventful day. Their small voices, filled with youthful enthusiasm, bubbled with stories of their time at the watering hole, their words painting vivid pictures of splashing in the cool water and engaging in playful chases with the other young creatures of the savannah. They eagerly shared details of their interactions with the friendly baboons they had encountered, mimicking their comical antics and recounting the funny sounds they had made, their innocent imitations eliciting soft chuckles from their parents and grandmother. They described the feel of the warm sunshine on their backs and the way the tall grasses had tickled their underbellies as they explored the savannah, their sensory recollections bringing the day's experiences vividly to life for the rest of the family. Adding to their enthusiastic narratives, they recounted the clumsy yet determined attempts they had made to chase the swift little birds that flitted around the watering hole. Their tales filled with a mixture of amusement at their own lack of success and admiration for the birds' agility, their innocent storytelling adding a touch of lightheartedness to the evening conversation. Listening attentively to their little ones' animated accounts were the mama and papa elephants, their gentle eyes filled with love and pride as they absorbed every detail of their children's day. They offered encouraging nods and asked clarifying questions, their genuine interest fostering a sense of connection and making the little calves feel valued and heard, their quiet attentiveness reinforcing the importance of sharing and communication within the family unit. Joining in the gentle exchange was the wise old grandmother elephant, her calm and steady voice adding a layer of perspective to the conversation. She offered simple words of wisdom and shared her own fond memories of playing in the savannah as a young elephant, her anecdotes bridging the gap between generations and reminding the young calves of the rich history and shared experiences of their family. As they listened to the tales of their day, the grown-up elephants also shared their own observations and experiences, recounting the interesting things they had seen while foraging for food and the peacefulness they had found in the quiet corners of the savannah, their contributions adding depth and richness to the family's evening dialogue. Reflecting on the changing weather, Papa Elephant commented on the slight coolness in the evening air, his deep rumble carrying a note of observation about the subtle shifts in the savannah's rhythm. Mama Elephant readily agreed, her gentle voice adding that this subtle change signaled the approaching transition into a different season, a natural cycle that the family had witnessed countless times before. Her words providing a sense of continuity and connection to the natural world. Grandmother Elephant, with her vast experience of the savannah's patterns, thoughtfully mentioned that the cooler evenings might mean it was time to find some extra soft grasses to add to their sleeping spots, ensuring everyone would remain warm and comfortable throughout the night, her practical suggestion demonstrating her foresight. Mama Elephant, ever attentive to the needs of her little ones, reassured them that she would also place an extra layer of her own large body between them and the night air while they slept, offering an additional layer of warmth and security, her loving words providing a sense of comfort and protection that eased any lingering worries. Grandmother Elephant added her own comforting promise, stating that she would use her long trunk to gently tuck extra soft and insulating grasses around their small bodies as they slept, ensuring they would remain as snug as could be throughout the long night, her gentle reassurance fostering a feeling of complete security and peace of mind. With their bellies full and their hearts warmed by the shared stories and comforting presence of their family, the little elephant calves began to show subtle signs of the approaching slumber, their youthful energy gradually giving way to a gentle weariness. Their movements became a little slower, their playful nudges less frequent, and their eyelids started to feel heavy with the onset of sleepiness. Following their parents' example, they instinctively understood that the time for rest was drawing near, their bodies naturally responding to the cues of the fading day and the tranquil atmosphere of their cozy clearing. The mama elephant and the papa elephant, their large forms radiating a sense of calm and protection, gently guided their little ones towards their preferred sleeping spots on the soft earth, their movements slow and deliberate, ensuring the calves felt safe and secure. Grandmother Elephant, her presence a comforting anchor for the entire family, positioned herself nearby, her gentle rumble a soothing lullaby that filled the air with a sense of peace and tranquility. One by one, the elephant family settled down for the night, their large bodies creating soft indentations in the yielding earth, their collective weight a testament to their unity and interconnectedness. The little elephant calves snuggled close to their parents, finding comfort in their familiar scent and the reassuring warmth of their massive bodies, their small forms fitting perfectly against the protective embrace of their mothers. The gentle sounds of the savannah at night began to permeate the clearing, the soft chirping of crickets, the distant hoot of an owl, and the rustling of leaves in the gentle breeze, all blending together to create a natural symphony of slumber, a soothing backdrop to their peaceful rest. The air grew cooler as the night deepened, and the starlit sky above cast a soft, ethereal glow upon the sleeping family, their silhouettes outlined against the tranquil backdrop of the African night. The rhythmic sound of their gentle breathing filled the clearing, a collective exhale of contentment and peace, each breath a testament to the safety and security they felt within their family unit and their cozy home. Grandmother Elephant, ever vigilant, remained slightly awake, her keen senses attuned to the sounds of the savannah, her presence a silent guardian watching over her beloved family as they drifted deeper into the realm of dreams. The gentle breeze continued its whisper through the tall grasses, carrying with it the subtle sense of the savannah at night, the earthy aroma of the soil, the delicate fragrance of night-blooming flowers, and the fresh, clean scent of the cool night air, all combining to create a sensory tapestry of tranquility that enveloped the sleeping elephants in a blanket of peace. The moon, a silvery disk in the inky sky, cast its gentle light upon the clearing, illuminating the sleeping forms of the elephant family, their peaceful slumber a picture of serenity against the backdrop of the vast African night. The feeling of warmth, safety, and unconditional love permeated the clearing, a tangible presence that surrounded the sleeping elephants, ensuring their rest was deep and restorative, preparing them for the adventures and joys that the new day would bring on the sprawling savannah. And as the night wore on, the elephant family remained nestled together in their cozy clearing, their peaceful slumber undisturbed by the nocturnal sounds of the savannah, their collective presence a testament to the enduring power of family and the simple beauty of life lived in harmony with nature. The anticipation of a new dawn, with its promise of warmth, sunlight, and new discoveries, rested gently upon the sleeping savannah, waiting for the first rays of light to awaken the land and usher in another day of life for the gentle giants and all the creatures of their peaceful home. At the edge of a sprawling savannah, where the golden grasses swayed in harmonious rhythm with the gentle whispers of the wind, resided a close-knit elephant family within the comforting embrace of a tranquil grove, a sanctuary unknown to the bustling world of human imagination yet brimming with a quiet charm all its own, a place where the essence of nature unfolded in its purest form, inviting the symphony of crickets and the distant calls of nocturnal creatures to blend into a soothing lullaby that echoed through the starlit expanse. And within this serene haven, the elephant family thrived in peaceful coexistence with their surroundings. The savannah itself was a picturesque expanse, bordered by a shimmering watering hole on one side, its surface reflecting the vast azure sky like a giant, liquid mirror, and a verdant forest of towering acacia trees on the other, their flat-topped canopies providing generous shade and a haven for a myriad of creatures, from chattering monkeys swinging effortlessly through the branches to brightly plumed birds serenading the dawn with their melodious tunes. Quiet paths, like nature's own meandering trails, snaked through the tall grasses, their tips tickling the underbellies of passing animals, and beneath the shady embrace of the acacia trees, dappled sunlight danced upon the forest floor, creating an ever-shifting mosaic of light and shadow, each path leading to the unique and special homes of the savannah's inhabitants. While many creatures found shelter amongst the sturdy branches of the acacia trees, their hollows and leafy crowns offering protection from the elements and predators alike, serving as bustling apartments in nature's grand design, the elephant family had established their abode in a cozy clearing, a natural haven formed by a cluster of ancient, smooth rocks that had stood sentinel over the savannah for countless generations, their surfaces warmed by the sun and cooled by the night, offering a comforting presence to the gentle giants who called this place home. This clearing was a sanctuary of peace and tranquility, perfectly suited to the needs of a family of elephants, offering ample space for rest and relaxation beneath the cool shadows cast by the towering rocks, their smooth surfaces providing a comforting place to lean against, and the soft, yielding earth beneath their feet offering a natural bed where weary bodies could find solace at the end of a long day, the gentle sounds of the savannah lulling them into a state of deep repose. Within this peaceful clearing lived a family of 5 elephants, each member bound by the strong and unbreakable ties of kinship and affection, 2 young calves, their youthful energy boundless as they navigated the world with playful curiosity, their small trunks constantly exploring their surroundings, their innocent eyes wide with wonder at every new discovery, their parents, wise and gentle giants who watched over their offspring with unwavering care and provided them with the guidance and protection they needed to navigate the complexities of life on the savannah, their presence exuding a sense of calm and security that permeated the entire family. And a grandmother elephant, her age evident in her weathered skin and the deep lines etched around her kind eyes, yet her spirit remained vibrant and her heart filled with an endless reservoir of love for her grandchildren. Her wisdom accumulated over many years serving as a guiding light for the entire family. These 5 elephants formed a harmonious unit, their lives intertwined in a tapestry of mutual support and affection, their days filled with the simple joys of family life in the heart of the African savannah.